So welcome people to Digital Detox. I go by the name of Matt the Violinist. I'm alongside my brother here, DJ.
E-class, what's happening?
Ain't no C class, man. Say it again. What class you driving, bro?
E-class,
There you
man.
go. There you
Come
go.
on, man.
Yeah, man. So, we here at Digital Detox. Today, AJ's not joining us today. He had some personal business to take care of. But, we're still going to make sure that we get you guys our episodes weekly, our clips weekly. We're trying to make it daily. But, I'm pretty much doing all of this by myself.
You wear all the hats, bro.
I know, man.
You wear all the hats, man.
It's rough, but I ain't going to complain, though. This is what I asked for.
You do everything, man.
A little bit of everything.
One-man band.
Sometimes.
Good.
So what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling today, man? I'm happy to see you, man.
I'm alive, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yes, sir, man. I'm telling you, you're one of the few DJs that I'm just like, E-class, whatever he needs, I make sure that he's hooked up.
I mean, I appreciate your support, man. I thank you.
But my support comes with a nice little fee. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that after.
We're going to talk
about my lawyer on the other line.
We're going to talk about it off camera. Well, I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry about it.
But now, listen, man. Like, one of the things that I've always been like, I always gravitated towards you because of like your authenticity.
Okay.
You always been like a normal, regular, chill dude, and it always translated to like your DJing as well too. Especially when you're MCing.
Okay.
Especially when you do that. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Yeah, so it's just like, as a matter of fact, we got to start from the origin for you and I. When did I meet you?
I met you like a few different times, but it was the first time I can remember is back in the Regina days.
Mm-hmm. And
we chopped it up a little bit after the fact. And then what happened after that was we spoke, and then I didn't see you like for months.
That's how it happened?
That's how it happened.
I gotta stay with the drugs.
That's how it happened. Like we spoke, we had a conversation. I introduced myself to you. I spoke to you. We was talking. We spent time after the show talking about the passion for music and DJing and all of that stuff. And then after that, it's just like I don't know if I didn't attend Regina's or if I don't know what happened, but I just didn't see you for a couple months after that. And then we met up again, and then ever since then it was just
yeah. I think we linked up like towards the very end of Regina's.
Of the Regina run.
Like for those who don't know, it was like me, E-class, Stallion, and a few other DJs in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Over at Regina's.
Mm-hmm.
So, as it started to like come to a close, kind of all the DJs that rocked with each other started like collaborating with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So like, after a certain point, I didn't care about the money. I just wanted to like keep my reps up.
It was never about the money anyway.
Listen, I like my money, but I love my money. I ain't gonna hold you, but it was just one of those situations where it was just like, all right, these are good guys. We are competitive, but we're not each other's competitors.
I like that.
It's not personal.
Right.
And it's just like, iron sharpens iron.
Right.
So I think ultimately, like, when I had all of those pieces in play, I'm just like, the money, that's all secondary to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like where our like relationship started to like really grow.
The energy felt more important. It was more important than the money exchange of being at the place. It was just the people that we was around. And that kept us coming back, and that kept us, building a relationship that we eventually formed.
Not facts. And we still be doing some of these trench like gigs too. You know what I'm saying? Little money, no money. I'm just like, if E-class is there, I'm just like, hey, the money, I don't care about the money.
The grind continues, man.
That's it.
You got to do it. I just
man.
like playing music. So, I just like entertaining. So a lot of the time I do shows, for no money. I don't ask for nothing crazy. I just come up because I like to entertain. I like to play the music. That's what I'm here for. I don't really ask for anything,
but you really have you have something special with the way that you DJ. It's just like, I've seen a lot of DJs that have similar personalities to you.
Okay.
It might work for them outside of them DJing, but it doesn't work for them while they're DJing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You ever seen like somebody who's like a goofball, kind of awkward and things of that nature?
Right.
It's tough for that to translate as a DJ.
While you're playing music.
But I've seen it translate before. It's just like this person might be like weird and awkward and everything, but he owns it. And it's just like, we speak about this all the time. Like, if you own,
you're big on that.
I'm
owning your space,
yes,
owning your energy while you're DJing.
Yes,
that is a very big point for you.
I've watched a lot of the Dog Whisperer in my heyday. You know what I'm saying? And the big thing about that show, like, Daniel Caesar even says it, like, I don't train dogs, I just train the people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I
So
hear you.
a big reason why, like, you might have like a rabid crowd or a rabid dog is
Right.
because you're not in control of your own space.
Right.
And if you don't control your space, your patrons will control it for you.
Absolutely.
And that is unacceptable
So
in my book.
That's why you command ship.
That's why in certain spaces I'm not the most liked.
Well, that comes with the territory.
You see him trying to play nice now? you see him trying to play
no.
nice?
What I'm saying is the people who, may feel that they don't like you, that's on them.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
That comes with the territory.
Absolutely.
You gotta when you are in that position of authority, when you playing that music, you have to do what you need to do. You have to command your crowd, you have to command your scene, command your room, and whatever happens in the minds of the people that are present, that's on them. If you're not here to have a good time, that's on you.
Yeah, that is on you.
That's on you.
And you already know my shtick with this. It's just like I tell patrons all the time, if y'all don't believe me, he'll verify. If there's somebody that's like going crazy, I'm lying. I'm gonna just end this show right here. Nah. But there have been times where people like insist on me DJing the way that they deem fit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I know.
I give them two options.
I know.
A, or number one, you can let me do my job as I see fit.
Absolutely.
I don't know it all, but I am 100% the professional here.
You're right.
Or, number two, or B, you can grab your laptop and do the job yourself.
You can join the program. What you want to do?
You know what's funny? Amongst the pedestrians and DJs, the DJs tend to be the more stern on like me doing it their way. I've seen DJs with their laptop, and when I give them that option, they never get on the set. And I'm dead serious. I would legitimately stop.
You would stop the show.
Yes, man. Yes,
and
yes.
give them a few minutes to showcase their talent.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's somebody here that thinks that they can do this job better than I can. So, being that he won't shut the hell up or she won't shut the hell up and let me do my job, I'm not going to allow them to take the set.
That's fantastic. As a matter of fact, if I ever see somebody with a laptop that's giving me a little pushback, I'm gonna try that.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you that will like literally deflate all of their like audacity.
Because if they're not authentic in what they're speaking, if they're not really about that life, it's gonna be evident very clear. It's gonna be very quickly. It's gonna be evident.
Yes, and I think what a lot of pedestrians and DJs, some DJs, don't understand about certain rooms is that you can't force it.
Right.
So I think that's what drives a lot of these people. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I think this is what drives a lot of people to like try to force the DJ to do what they want to do. It's because they don't understand it from the DJ's perspective. It's just like we're reading the entire room. We feel everything. Pause.
You're right though. I got you. You're right. You're right. We feel the ups and the downs. We can see the groups of people in the corners that's not vibing right. We can see the people at the bar that's just, so. So we got to do what we got to do to change that.
To a degree. We can only do our best. We can't do it all.
Right.
So I think, when people approach me with that kind of energy, they're trying to force me to do something. But what's funny is if they get on the set, and I have had somebody get on the set before too.
How did they do?
It went terrible.
As it should. You shouldn't have been running your mouth.
It wasn't a DJ. It was a woman though. I literally said the same exact thing that I told you. That's what I told her. I'm like, if you insist that you can do a better job than me, then get on the set and do your thing. She's like, okay. She's like, how do you press play? Exactly. What? Just let me do it.
Wait a minute. Whoever that lady is, why did you do that to yourself? You see what happens? Now you on a podcast.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not saying no names.
Yeah,
though.
now you know who you are.
Shelly.
You know who you are. You know who it is.
Yeah, man. I mean, that can be like some of the downsides to like this gig is people trying to force the vibe, but you can't force the vibe. The vibe just is the vibe. It can't be measured. It can't be explained, but you know when it's there.
I just think that the people who are in attendance at functions or at gigs, they want things to happen at their pace. They want things to happen at their pace. So if their favorite song is not being played, they want you to play it right then and there. If something is not happening the way they think that it should happen in their mind, they want you to do it right then and there. But they don't understand the flow and the journey that we're trying to take them on as the DJ. They want it to happen right then and there. But the thing with that is, you play it, and then their bubble is busted, and then it's over.
Yeah, they don't even dance.
Exactly. You just commanded me to play your favorite song. You stopped my whole flow. I play your favorite song. You dance for 20 seconds, and now you back sitting down on your phone.
You know why they only dance for 20 seconds? Because they're looking around them and just like, nobody
else is doing it.
Nope.
So I'm on an island by myself.
But I literally tell them no, like if they're that adamant about me playing a song, I tell them straight up on the mic, and you've seen me do this.
I'd have.
On the mic, if you don't dance, I'm turning this song off right away.
I think that's fair.
Right away.
I think that's fair.
Because this is what a lot of people don't understand about the vibe, and when it comes to DJing, it's just like you can have a really good foundation, but if you do something to throw it off, you'll have to start all over.
You got to build it all back up, and that's when people critique you at those moments.
Yes.
When people are dancing, two-stepping, doing they moves, and then you stop them, that's what they remember. They remember when you make a mistake or you clear the dance floor for a few seconds, for a few minutes. That's when they're gonna go home and say, "Oh, he was trash."
Yeah.
Everybody stopped dancing. He cleared the room. Blah blah blah.
And if you DJ, you're always gonna get those critiques. There is no perfect DJ. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna play a song too long. You're gonna play it too short.
Oh yeah.
It's bound to happen, man. Like you can't please everybody in this business, but there are formulas to get you a lot closer to success as opposed to failure.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's where you come in.
I know the drill sergeant.
That's where
That's
where the drill sergeant comes in to relay his information, help the people out, pointers.
I try, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I try my best. I really be trying my best, bro. But people,
come on, man. Come on, man. Go ahead, say it, man. It's all right.
I'll say over in this area, people just think I'm the enemy, and I'm not.
But again, that's on them. If you're offering words of encouragement or, ways to do things better, I'm here to help. Or, in your case, you're here to help.
Well, that's actually where you come in because you're the nice guy. Everybody loves E-Class.
Yo, stop, man. I mean,
I've never seen you rub nobody the wrong way. Pause.
I just try to be, I make a conscious effort to be like that. Because I feel like on the opposite end of the spectrum, I don't really like to carry that negative energy. I try not to. So, and I know that for myself, it takes me a long time. If something rubs me and gets me to that point, or I start to feel something, that urge to let some things happen or say some things, it takes me a long time to de-escalate. So I try to carry a mellow vibe.
How long? 4 minutes?
No, it takes
in
me,
DJ realm, that's a long time.
It takes
4
me,
minutes.
It takes me a minute to that's my own thing I'm working on right now in my real life. So I try to carry an energy of, positive reinforcement, positive vibes, good energy, make everybody laugh, bring positive energy. That's what I like.
Clearly got those good incense at home. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, the lavender be working, man.
The
lavender be working, man. That sage. Just got some fresh sage.
I've never saged anything.
You never
in my
saged?
life. Nah.
You never tried it?
Never.
I mean,
never,
give it a
never.
shot, man. Shout out to everybody who sages. As a matter of fact, being that I said it, do it today. Just get it out the way. Just if you haven't done it in a while, just do it today.
I guess.
Why you never tried it? No, you never really looked into it.
Well, what a lot of people don't understand about me is that I've grown up around a lot of people that hype things up.
Okay.
There are times it's for good reasons.
Okay.
For most times it's for bad reasons. So just me being my natural analytical self, I've always taken a step back and it's just like, okay, this album just dropped 4 minutes ago. How could you say it's a classic already?
I understand what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel the same way about.
So what ended up happening was I just started like with everything. If everybody's saying that this is the thing to do or this is the fire thing, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna listen to it in 2 months.
I find myself doing that a lot too. If it's a movie or a show that everybody on social media is watching, I find myself like staying away from it for some reason. Like I've never watched Power. I'm a lame.
I've never watched it either.
I never watched it.
You're not a lame, man. I mean, it just didn't connect.
Everybody watches it, but it's like I never gave it a shot.
You're also a grown man with a job, sir. So
well, that too. you know, but I've never given. You know, if an album comes out, somebody said this song or this album is good, and they're blowing it up within the first 72 hours, I'll wait a week. I don't know if that's stubbornness or that's just.
Well, now with social media, you got to wait at least like 2 or 3 weeks because
You got to.
Everybody's gonna post it in their story. Everybody's gonna.
They're gonna gas it up, post their favorite verses, their favorite lyrics, and then when you finally get to it, after that height is maximized, you're like, see, that's why I gave it a shot. That's why I gave it a minute, because this wasn't even all that crazy.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to like it's groupthink, and I'm not saying that groupthink is inherently bad. I mean, as human beings, I think that we naturally have to think in a group in order to survive.
Right.
But with that being said, as it pertains to music, I for me personally, that's not the way that I want to consume
Okay.
music.
You want to do things at your pace, how you feel, how your vibe is.
Yes, but I prefer it my way.
You want to do it when you feel connected to it, when you feel like you want to absorb it and make it a part of your life.
Yeah, so it's just I need to be able to listen to things with honest ears.
Right.
If everybody's telling me that this is the best thing that's
come out this
that's
year.
ever come out, I'm not going to be able to listen to it just like, okay, let me hear this track. I like song number 2, but I didn't really like song number 4. But song number 4 just so happens to be the song on the radio.
Right. Because you're going to be consciously connecting it to what people are saying about it, and you don't want that.
No, I don't want that
influence.
No.
Okay.
I want to like something. I want to like something because I like it,
not because everybody else likes it. So you want to feel like you're supposed to like it.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's it. That's always been my thing.
I got you. It makes sense.
You know, so you know what album really helped me to solidify like the way that I was thinking. It's the right way for me to think.
Okay.
Frank Ocean's Channel Orange. That came out 2012, I believe.
What was the significance of that album for you?
Well, I started listening to Frank Ocean's mixtapes, Nostalgia Ultra, and I remember I was like, "Yo, this dude he's different.
Dude, he's definitely different.
In more ways than one."
He's definitely different. He's definitely different.
But it's just like I really do like this. This doesn't sound like anything that's on the radio right now.
Right.
Novocaine was on that mixtape.
Okay.
That eventually made radio.
Big record.
And then when he came out with Channel Orange, like years later, I was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, like it was crazy.
But that's the thing. It was so left field that I didn't know. I was so indifferent when I first heard the album. I'll never forget it. I was in Miami when I first heard that album.
Wow.
So I was just like, I heard it. Me and my brother both listened to it separately. I'm just like, I need to keep listening to this.
You gotta give it another go,
bro. Like 2 months, 3 months in, not just listening to it straight. You know, you got to listen to it, listen to something else.
Absolutely.
Blah, blah.
Absolutely.
And it's
take a break from it, come back to it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yo, this album is really
crazy.
good.
It's crazy.
It's really good.
You're right.
And it's just like as much of a fan as I am of Frank Ocean, I am not the kind of person to be like something is a classic when I first hear it. I think classic music, it has to stand the test of time. It has to.
You can't call a brand new body of work. Well, in my opinion, I can't tell people what to do. But I feel like you can't call a brand new body of work a classic until there's a specific, it has to be a designated amount of time in between release and that label being put on it.
So what do you think that time duration is in order for something to be considered a classic?
It has to be, for me, it has to be a few years, I think.
5 years,
it
10
has
years.
And then you have to compare it to the
things.
rest of the body of work from that artist and other artists that's come out within that amount of time. And do you still feel that same level of euphoria when you hear it, when you re-listen to it 5 years later? Do you become, transferred back into the release date? Like, do you feel that same energy?
And I think at one point, if I can categorize what makes something a classic, at one point I used to get confused with the impact of the song and then really listening to everything else around that song, even songs outside of that genre,
right? In
order to weigh it properly to be like, okay, this is or is not a classic.
To label something a classic, to things that are already deemed and solidified as classics, is kind of not fair kind of unfair to those things because you're doing it too fast. You're not giving it the time to grow.
Give me 2 songs that you deem, in your own honest opinion, to be a classic. It could be from any genre.
2 songs.
Let's go at least 15, 20 years ago, or more.
From any genre?
Any genre, it doesn't matter. No pressure.
I'm gonna go Love Zone.
By who?
I'm gonna go Love Zone. I'm gonna go. Wow, 2 songs. Okay, let's do something.
Yeah, it could be something simple. It doesn't have to be like.
Let's do "Can I Live" by Jay-Z.
Okay.
You got the sample.
Mm-hmm.
You know the feeling of the sample.
You got the impact of the
got
song.
the impact of the song.
And what else do you think qualifies a song to be classic?
Once again, the feeling. Does it still hold its weight 5 years later, 10 years later? When you hear a song like "Can I Live" by Jay-Z, no one will ever deny. It's like undeniable.
I think maybe I should find a better way to define this, but I think if the song doesn't feel or sound dated and it's 20 plus years old,
You can still listen to it.
yeah, I think that goes into like the feeling bullet points.
Mm-hmm. 20
Kinda thing.
years later, you hear it. It doesn't sound like, oh, this is an old song. It doesn't make you feel like it's misplaced. You can play it now. You can play it while you're driving. It doesn't feel like, oh, that's old. That's back then. Why are we listening to that?
Yeah, I started it's crazy. Like there's times where I have like just music video dates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying whether it's like me or somebody else, I'll just sit down and just like watch nothing but music videos. And I got YouTube Premium too, so I ain't got no commercials.
I got that too. I'm not even.
Facts.
I got that.
Bro.
I can't go back to commercial.
Nah, bro, I can't do it. I can't do it, bro.
I can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I remember I came across Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. I don't know how I ended up in that like 80s,
Okay.
flow of music.
Okay.
So I listened to that, and I had that thought. I'm just like, I think even if Billie Jean came out right now, it can still have that same impact. And it doesn't sound like 80s. It doesn't sound like that. And then you know what song that I have that thought about right now to be at least in the classic category, potentially?
What's that?
This is random as hell, but Trap Queen by Fetty Wap. Yo, I'll listen to it. I'm just like, yo, Fetty Wap was dead golden, son. He still is golden to me. I ain't gonna lie. Like he just gets it.
That song is like diamond in everyone's car, in everyone's house, everyone's room.
But you see what I'm saying? How like that song is not 20 years old, but it's just like when you listen to it now,
You get the same feeling.
yes, the sound still holds up.
Maximum volume, same excitement, same hype.
And
It doesn't go away.
And this is part of the reason why I even created Digital Detox in the first place. It's for that reason. It's just like, even though Trap Queen and Fetty Wap himself was also like a trend of the time, it's just like now, 10 plus years later, even outside of the trend, the music is still really good.
It is.
And that's part of the reason why I'm just like, when I make my music or I DJ or I speak to other DJs, I just care about what's good. I understand why trends exist. I understand why people follow the trends.
Right.
But I don't think that the trends are exclusively what drives me to how I create music or how I DJ music.
I think that's another thing to think about when you consider something a classic. It could be hot. Something could be hot for the moment, but is it good though? There's a lot of songs that's been coming out the past couple of years.
Got the club going up on a Tuesday. And I'm not trying to play that song, but that was a song that sound for that time.
For the moment.
Yes.
That song, specifically that song, is not a classic.
No.
But it was hot for the moment.
It was white hot at that time.
It was fuego. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. That's another, something could be fire, something could be hot for the moment, couple weeks, maybe a month or two. But a classic, it never leaves. No matter when you listen to it, no matter how long it takes for you to go back to it, your favorite album has that song on it from 20 years ago that you can listen to today. That's like, no, this is it. This is it, and it's not just for you. You can play it at a party. You can play it at a function. It comes on at a concert.
It's fire.
The whole crowd goes crazy, and that's how a lot of these artists are still coming around performing these songs because they are classics. They are good songs.
Literal classics.
They have to be good songs that stand the test of time for something to be considered a classic. Otherwise, stop throwing that name around within the first week. It's not a classic in a week.
It's not. It's not. I don't care who drops anything.
It's not a classic in a week. Your favorite artist could drop something today. It doesn't make it a classic by next week.
No.
You got to give it time. You got to replay value. Do people like it?
Impact.
In 6 months, a year, 2 years.
And that song Tuesday, that's a song that had very high impact,
Right.
but it lacked in the standing the test of time.
Right.
And then it also lacked this like replayability.
Yeah, because who wants to play that now? Who goes into their phone and play and go and types that in?
Maybe people from that area.
Yeah,
maybe
that time or.
Yeah, but it's and again, I'm not trying to play nobody.
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with you. That song, it was top of the charts. It was everywhere.
But
now you don't hear that song. You don't hear that song at a party.
Nowhere.
And if you do, you might get 1 or 2 people in the back. Got the club going up. But everybody's not going crazy like it did. That's
a filler song now. Like when you DJ, you play like 15
throw that
seconds
in there,
of that joint,
and then you get out of there.
You get out of there right away.
Transfer to something else. That's
right
a transition song. You know what I'm saying? You have to get one from A to B. You get out of there.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about classics, man. I can't just call something out the gate a classic.
You shouldn't. It's not fair to the classics.
Yeah,
you can't call a new movie one of the best movies of all time. It just came out last week. How do you compare?
You know what? Speaking of movies too, we can talk about this too. You know what movie had a lot of hype and it actually lived up to the hype?
What's that?
Sinners.
I like Sinners.
I watched that movie 4 times.
I like Sinners. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought it was a good movie.
It was a very, very good movie.
I enjoyed it. There was a lot of haters about it. I didn't know it was gonna be a vampire movie.
So what?
Blade is a vampire movie, and that's all time great,
bro.
So what are you talking about?
One of the best club scenes in the world. I wanted to be a vampire for like at least 5 years.
Blade is the guy.
How did that joint go? Doom doom doom.
Come on, man. His punchlines were crazy. His sarcasm is amazing. The way he talked crazy to you before he destroys you. He's the guy.
Different.
Yeah. So Sinners it should get more respect. I think it will as time goes on.
It was a genuine good movie.
I think people will come back to it and be like, nah, this was a good movie.
A well-written movie. Even the, if you ain't seen it by now, that's on you. So I'm not even going to spoil alert this. But it's just like, remember the scene when Preacher Boy was singing? And they were pretty much saying that, like, some musicians are so good that they could penetrate, life and death. Absolutely. And essentially, like, maybe I'm butchering this or not, but the musicians of the past essentially join you in spirit.
Because your vibe and your energy is so dynamic that it draws it out of you.
A lot of people that I spoke to, they did not like that scene at all. I'm like, that scene was fire.
I think that was a very important scene.
Yes.
When it comes to music.
Yes.
Because it shows you how dynamic and powerful music actually is. And the components are taken from hip hop and taken from this and taken from that, and they all are transformed and rearranged to fit wherever you're from. That's what that scene to me is showing.
That scene was very powerful to me too, because
I think so, man.
You ever had somebody like give you a compliment that's kind of like beyond a compliment after you like were done DJing?
Well, like a backhanded compliment?
No, not a backhanded one.
Or like a.
It's just like somebody that takes off their glasses, like, dude.
Like, listen.
I gotta tell you something.
You were great.
It's not just them saying that you're great. It's something beyond that.
The feeling behind it is like, that was different. That wasn't a regular compliment. They felt something.
Yeah.
I got you.
I get it. I've gotten that a few times. I actually had a situation this past Sunday. I stopped by my old church.
Okay.
They was having park service, and I'm just like, let me go see the people.
Okay.
See what's up. So one of my good friends, he's like, I want to say like 15 years older than me. Married man, whatever, cool. He was talking to like 3 other guys. So I gotta make sure I say this in a very non-pause manner. But
come on, man.
His back was facing me as I was approaching.
We grown men. Don't worry about the pause thing. We grown.
Oh no, I'm worried about it. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't worry about it.
But anyway, so the two guys that he was talking to were facing me as I was walking up.
Right.
So they're like, "Oh, Matt was good," and he turned around and he jumped back, and then I was just like, "Oh, was good, so and so." And then he was just like, "Yo, everybody just stop talking." And he just held his arms out like this.
Really?
And he was just like, "Yo, I got goosebumps."
From your set.
No, I wasn't DJing. I was just there.
You was just.
And then he told me, he was just like, "Yo, it's funny that happened because you're one of the only people that I like really experienced that with." He's like, "You have presence. There's something about you, even when you're not doing anything."
Wow. That is a great definition of a compliment. That is more than just a compliment.
Yeah.
You change someone's whole aura by just being in the same building or in the same crowd as them. They felt a connection. They felt something about you being there or being in the same space as you that they felt, and they remember. That's why they had to actually come up and tell you, I feel something from being with you.
Yeah.
From being around you.
And I know you definitely got those compliments before because you wouldn't be on this podcast if
Yo,
you didn't,
come on.
sir.
People said a few things. They come up to you and I really appreciate you. The way you played this, the way you did that, the way compliments. And I have a hard time with compliments. And I always am like, okay, but people around me tell me all the time, you need to take your compliments a lot better. So I just kind of brush them off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really
stop making it better.
Yeah, you start taking the compliments better. Stop just acting like they're small things because people don't have to tell you that.
Yeah, they really don't.
They don't have to tell you that they liked your set. They can just leave. They don't have to go up to you and shake your hand and tell you that they enjoyed themselves. So you gotta learn how to just say thank you and take it and learn from it and appreciate it and keep it moving.
So, what do you think was one of the most impactful compliments that you've gotten as a DJ? When you've noticed, like, okay, this person is not just telling me I was doing a good job. If you could remember.
One of the most impactful compliments. I had a couple come up to me, like, I think something happened with them, like before the party, before wherever they were coming from, they were going through a lot of turmoil or emotional conflict with something in their own personal life. They told me that after being at this function, like everything about them, like their whole aura was different, their vibe was different. They was really like a appreciative and like they were so happy that they made a decision to come there because whatever was going on was like really emotionally draining to them. So being at that function gave them, I guess, the energy that they really needed at the moment to bring them out of their, I don't want to call it depression or their funk.
Yeah, their funk.
Yeah, so
and we all get into them.
That made me feel like that was it right there. Like you know what I'm saying? That was a good one. That made me feel great because when I play music, I play music. I get up there and I want to make people feel good about the music that I'm playing.
You're not just playing it for yourself.
I'm not just here just to, I enjoy playing music. I enjoy this. I enjoy watching people dance. I enjoy making people laugh behind the mic. I enjoy entertaining the crowd. So when someone does say that, it kind of like confirmed for me why I do this, why I do it. Because it makes me happy to see people happy on the dance floor. It makes me feel good.
And I'm so happy that you said that too. Before I get to my story, I tell people all the time, if money and currency wasn't a thing, and the only thing that you can like get paid off of is just like the love of whatever you do,
I think I would still do that.
I would still be DJing.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I love music that much also. I love the music. So I listen to music all the time. I really appreciate what music does for me. So to be able to play music that people like to hear and watch them enjoy it as well, it's like it's like not even about no money. I don't even think about the money. I really enjoy doing that.
No, seriously. And some of the best events that I've done, it had nothing to do with money.
Nah,
not a dime.
Like you said earlier, we've been around a lot of functions when there was no money exchanged at all, and we did a great job.
Legitimately, a lot of people don't know there was one event, there was one venue that me and E-Class were doing last October. So this is when Regina's was closed down for a little bit. So we literally made deals with the promoters And the people that were throwing the event, I'm like, they're like, yo, we don't really have no money like that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro,
Don't worry about it.
we don't care about the money. We're
Don't
not
worry
doing
about
this for money. If we were doing this exclusively for money, we wouldn't even pick up your phone call. I'm gonna be honest.
Right. Because we know what that's about anyway. We know you're not gonna give us, that's besides the point.
We just needed a place to come through, DJ, and just like
And just do what we do.
that's it.
That's
It's
it.
exercise.
That's it.
DJ exercise.
It's like training. It's like, in the field training. That's it. That's what we take it as. That's what I take it as.
No, I take it as that too, and that's part of the reason why. Like when it's me and you working, or me, you and Stallion working, bro. Like I don't care about no money. Keep it.
Shout out to Stallion, man.
Facts.
You the man, bro.
Facts.
I appreciate you, man.
Facts. That's that guy, man.
Yeah,
That's
for
that
real,
guy.
man.
Next in line. I'm next in line for sure.
Absolutely.
But now, my story. One of the most impactful compliments that I've gotten that was like beyond a compliment. I had to DJ in Mexico last December.
Okay.
Cabo specifically. And I'm not gonna front, bro. I was so like burnt out. You know how hard I work, bro. Like between the violin, the DJing stuff, and
I talk to you about that all the time, man.
bro, I was burnt out, man. And I didn't know how burnt out I was until this very moment.
Okay.
Obviously, Cabo was on the West Coast. So, I landed, drove to the resort. I obviously know that I'm in Mexico.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But while we were on the resort and after I got settled and everything, I heard one of the employees like, "Oh, come on, hurry up. We're gonna watch the sunset." I'm like, "Sunset,
Bro.
And it didn't even. My mind was in such heavy work mode.
Right. You wasn't thinking about the scenery and the sunset and all that.
I'm just like, oh yeah, that's right. You're on the West Coast.
Right.
But anyway, so I was burnt out to that degree where I didn't even really, I couldn't focus on like the smaller things. Excuse me, bro. I DJ'd this wedding, and this guy that I did it for, he had like a lot of. He's a pretty big entertainer. Mm-hmm. My guy. That's my guy for real.
I hear you.
So he told me, he's like, yo, listen, I didn't want to hire anybody else to DJ but you. And you know how sometimes people could tell you that, just like,
Again, you take it as, with a grain of salt.
Like,
Like,
I
thank
guess,
you.
man.
I appreciate you. But,
Whatever,
I
well,
can find nobody else. But, I'll take it.
I'll do it. So I know but I know a lot of the people who are watching don't know. I try to entertain from the moment I start playing music.
Absolutely.
If I'm playing background, soft R&B, I'm going to make it as entertaining as I possibly could.
Absolutely.
Despite what level that it's at, despite whether or not they want me to chat or not, it doesn't matter. So, bro, I was killing them. Killing them during that dinner section,
He was in
bro.
the zone.
Bro, like, I'll never forget the mix that I did. I might actually do it for my set when we do the Digital Detox mix. Bro, I mixed Anniversary by Tony Tone
Okay.
with So Into You by Tamia.
Well, stop it. R&B vibes. That's the lane right there.
Oh my god, bro! this one dude, I'll never forget the look. I'm even getting goosebumps right now. Once I did it, he just turned around and he was just like, he gave me the look like,
Yo, when you get the people to really change their positioning, like they could be eating or in a full conversation with somebody in front of them. You do that one mix that they finally hear at the moment, and they make that turn and they shit.
yep,
That's another one that you like. Yeah,
I got it. Yeah,
I got one. I got one.
bro. So I did the entire wedding, killed it. I'm sorry, y'all, my neck is a little tweaked. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Playing the violin messes up your entire body. Whatever. So at the end, he came up to me. He dapped me up. You know how people give you certain daps? Like sometimes they dap you up like this. Like, oh, yeah,
Right.
man, you did your thing. He was just like this. This is what he did. He said,
No, the pause, right?
I was trying to pull my arm back. Like, trying to pull your arm back. He was just like,
You like, nah, bro, listen to me.
Bro,
Nah, bro, I gotta tell you something.
I could hear you. Let go of my head.
Bro, that mix though, that 2 songs you did, nah, that's the one right there. And you like, damn, man, that must have really touched your spirit a little bit, man.
Nah, but he was telling me though. He was just like, bro, listen to me. He asked me how old I was. I told him.
Okay.
He's probably like about 10 years older than me.
Okay.
He was like, bro, I play drums. I've been to a bunch of weddings in my day. He said I don't ever dance at any weddings. He was like, you are the one and only DJ that had me not only dancing, but singing from start to finish.
Wow.
He was like, bro, I don't know who taught you how to do this, but he was like, yo, you got it. You got it. He said, do not ever stop.
Never met that man before.
Never. I know I follow him now, but I didn't know who he was. But that was one of those compliments. I'm just like, yeah, that's not just a compliment, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
And those kind of compliments too, like, there are times I do feel like quitting.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on that, man.
Yeah, there are definitely times I feel like
real
quitting.
thoughts, man.
Yeah,
Real
especially
thoughts.
DJing out here. Bergen County is not designed for violinists of the world. No offense.
Bergen County.
I love y'all, but
Bergen County is tough.
It is tough.
People tell me the same thing. You need to go out here and go out there, but
You got to branch out. But yeah, so it's just like, once he told me that, I'm just like, all right, Matt, you got to calm down.
those are the deposits that keep you
Yes.
from making those big dramatic decisions. Like when you might go a couple months where you really like contemplating, like, do I really want to keep doing this? Like I'm not where I want to be. I want to get this kind of function. I wish I could do this kind of function. I want to perform here or perform there. When you get somebody that tell you something like that, it kind of just brings you back down and kind of resettles your self confidence.
Yeah.
So if you ever find yourself struggling with that at the moment, because we all go through it. I go through it a lot. I've had that a lot in my time where I feel like, am I really able to DJ? Like, is this something I really can do? That's why I've been thinking about that all the time. When I first started, I was thinking about that all the time. And people around me so shout out to everybody around me who gave me the motivation to keep going. But it always comes back every so often.
It's a cycle. It definitely is a cycle.
It always, repositions itself in my head. Like, why do I still do this? Like, am I good enough to continue to do this? Like, do people really enjoy what I do? So to hear somebody tell you something like that, again, he didn't have to do that.
No, he didn't.
He didn't
He could
have
have went
to.
about his married business.
He could have finished his food, drink, and got up and left. But something in him was moved and was, rearranged by how you were presenting what you do to the atmosphere.
I'm not going to front. That night, bro, I was in my bag. I was
You was in the zone.
I was
good.
not Matt Violinist. I was Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Your soul is mine. Bro, all of their souls belong to me that night.
Respect.
But I didn't do nothing crazy with the souls. I just made sure they danced a little.
No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Bro, but yeah, it's just like, some of those compliments, man, I'm just like, yeah, man, you're destined to do this. You have no reason to give up. None at all. Like, literally, you were blessed with all the tools that you needed to make it as you.
And hearing people say that, especially strangers, throughout the course of your events, it makes you, come back to reality. Like, no, this is really, I'm good at this.
I've been good at it.
Yeah, people like this. People liked what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I have to stop giving myself so much, negative thinking. Because, it's easy to overthink and say, what if, or am I really doing what I think I'm doing? But when people tell you that, what more can you ask for?
Bro, I remember too, because everybody knows around these parts, like, I'm an island baby at heart. Bro, I remember I like finessed a gig out in the Caribbean one time. I just had my laptop with me, whatever, and I just like, yo, you know what I'm
you
saying?
was prepared.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I didn't do that by accident.
I got a laptop with me, make sure just in case.
Bro, I started playing like some soca.
Okay. Once you played that, it was over.
Bro, you should have saw the smiles on these people's faces, bro. And I'm just like, yo, this is what I literally live for. And
This is it. You gave me the battery in my back that I needed. Seeing that reaction right there. You shouldn't. That's all I needed to do what I'm doing. That's what I needed right there.
Bro, genuine, pure, like
Excitement,
their soul was smiling.
joy,
Yes,
dancing around, energy, and that's what makes the DJ sets that much more enjoyable. When you get that feedback, that instant feedback.
It could be from one person too.
Oh yeah, I'm good at locking in on one person.
Oh, as am
If it's like 50 people in the room and that one person at the bar is vibing, I'm locked in.
That's it.
I'm calling them out,
Mm-hmm.
and me and that one person will have our own party.
And by the way, I'm gonna call out that person that I'm vibing with, and I'm talking shit about everybody else that's in that
That's
room.
it. Everybody else, look at it. Come on.
Everybody acting like they still on the clock, like they boss is still watching.
And look at this one person chilling
Having a good
by
old
themselves, two-stepping, toasting up to you. Every song you play, they looking at you. They toasting it up. You got them. That's all you need. All I need is one.
Just one.
That's all I need.
I forgot to ask you too. I know we're technically doing this interview in reverse, but how did you get started DJing?
How did I get started DJing? Well, the love for music has always been there. My cousin is a DJ. He goes by Linwick Reimer. Everybody knows him around Hackensack. I was always drawn to the aspect of DJing,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said earlier, I never thought that I could actually do it. I never thought that I could actually take it serious. So, like I said, the people around me motivated me into giving it a shot. I was gifted a controller. You know that game DJ Hero
Oh
that
yeah,
came out?
yeah. Bro, DDR Max, Guitar Hero, DJ Hero.
DJ Hero. When I was playing that, I'm like, this is fun. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it took the love for the music and made it, I can touch it. Like I can maneuver the music. I can actually do something with the music through this controller. So I was given the controller as a gift
Mm-hmm.
and practicing in bedrooms and basements and I never thought that I can actually do it for a whole function. I tried it out at the Elks with me and my man KB. He's DJ KB, and it went well, but I never took it serious. I always kept stopping. I stopped, came back, stopped and came back. So the feedback again that people were giving me, it enabled me to take it more seriously. I only had one speaker. I was playing parties with just one speaker. No other equipment.
No
just
subs, no nothing.
No nothing. It was just a little baby controller, a little plastic controller with one speaker. I was at the Elks Club in Hackensack.
And hold on. Don't get it twisted neither. Just because your controller is small don't mean that you can't shell down that party neither. Bro, I've killed parties with just my laptop alone.
Oh, man.
Alone.
I've done parties. I've done basement parties. I've done birthday parties with just a laptop and 2 YouTube. It wasn't even a DJ software. It was 2 YouTube links open at the same time, and I would play one. I would mute the other box, skip the ad, line it up, and switch over, and it was a success.
You know what's funny? This actually ties into a completely different subject. Completely different. In order to be a DJ in this business, you got to be prepared for the worst.
Oh yeah,
bro. So the same way you had like 2 YouTube links,
yes,
playing
2 YouTube.
I remember one time, I don't know what happened, but I just didn't have my controller with me that day. So that was when they had the old Scratch Live, and then for like the new controllers that they were coming out with, they had Itch.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I did to get through an entire party, bro? That was like 3 hours of me DJing. I opened up Scratch Live, and then I opened up Itch.
You see what I'm saying? Whatever you needed to do to make it happen, you made it happen.
Bro, they did not know the difference. I was legitimately blending
with 2 different softwares. With two different softwares. You see what I'm saying? I was switching over from one screen to the other, and nobody knew. Nobody knew what was happening.
Bro, that shit is always hilarious, man.
So coming from DJing, practicing in my mother's kitchen and basements and bedrooms, and it just progressed. And people started to see that I was actually okay with what I was doing. And again, the love for music itself, I appreciated that feedback, and I appreciated what I was doing for people, making them dance. So I just stuck with it. And now I'm here talking to you. That's how it goes, man. I didn't think, I still, like, again, I never thought that I could do it. I still sometimes think that, like, what is going on? Like, should I be doing it this way? Should I be doing it that way? So I'm still fighting those thoughts, but I'm here. So
I mean, honestly, I think if I believe that you couldn't do it, I wouldn't want you around me. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I appreciate that. You don't want nobody around you that you think is not worth sharing your energy with.
And you know me, virtually every event that I do is your event too. I mean, you guys, where you at, bro? Like, you gotta pull up.
Here. I'm here. I'm there. It doesn't even matter. Wherever the music is at, I want to be.
Whether you DJing for 5 minutes or 5 hours, it don't matter.
That's it.
You did.
That's it.
That's tough, man. You ever had any close calls with DJing? Like, essentially, all things went wrong, but you still found a way to get the event done.
All things went. Oh yeah, I had a birthday party one time that I didn't have the setup at the function. The outlets weren't working on their end, so I had to run to like 3 stores at like right before the party was about to start to find some cable that needed to be used for their venue. And there was no sound, there was no nothing. So I spent my own money. I went to like 3 different stores, 20 minutes here, half an hour here, like really zigzagging back and forth to try to find these wires. And I was able to make it happen. Like I thought it was a wrap.
It sounded like a rap.
I thought it was gonna be like, because once the party person, the birthday person hears that something's going on with the music, it's automatically you as the DJ's fault.
No matter what.
They don't care that they're not gonna understand that it's not you, it's the building or it's the venue's devices that's not functioning correctly. They look at you.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to really freestyle and go find these wires that were needed to fit these special ports that were at this function. But I made it happen though. I made it happen.
Bro, I remember one time, it wasn't even a DJ event. It was a violin event that I had to do. It was a wedding. It was like deep in Long Island.
Okay.
Deep.
He was out there.
Deep.
He was out there.
Deep. And it was mad hot that day. I'll never forget that joint.
He was out there looking like, yo, what am I going to do?
Bro, so, a lot of people always think I'm bougie for doing this, but I don't ever put my wires in a wire bag. I always have like a carry-on suitcase.
Okay.
Only because it's square and it has that hard case.
Right.
So, like if you have a bag of wires, the shape always changes.
Right.
So when it comes to like packing things up on a cart and moving it around, if it doesn't have a shape, it's a little harder to move.
Right.
So silly me forgot that I was traveling not even a week ago. And, bro, I had no wires.
No wires.
So
on you.
essentially, after plugging my violin into a board, my laptop in the board for the backing tracks, then coming out into my speaker. I only had the out to come into the speaker.
You had nothing feeding it.
I had the out, yeah. So I had the out to come into the speaker, and I had the input for my violin, but I had nothing to play the tracks. And mind you, people are calling me to do the weddings, to do what they see me do on Instagram.
Right. So specifically for that, you don't have the wire to perform what they specifically are paying you.
I had one wire in there. You know what that wire was?
What's that?
It was a USB.
Wow.
So before I get to this USB part, bro, I called Sam Ash and I called like other local stores. It was like one of those like holiday weekends. Everything was closed.
Yeah.
And I only had about 20 minutes
to make it happen.
Bro, the closest Sam Ash was like half an hour away. So I'm always like, and this is what I always tell other DJs too. I'm just like, they always ask me like, why am I so calm? I'm like, because nothing good comes out of a panic. Nothing.
Except more chaos.
Yes.
You can't think straight.
So I'm just like, this is about to be a disaster, or it's about to be like one of your most genius moments. So the same mixer that I was using the Allen and Heath Z10 FX. So I was using that same mixer before I actually got like real recording gear to pretty much record my violin at home. So that's how I did the covers. So I was just like, wait, hold on. So if I just plug the USB into the mixer and plug it into my laptop, your settings on a MacBook, how you could pretty much
change it.
You could change it to your headphones. You could change it to like Bluetooth speakers.
The laptop speaker.
Or once you plug in the USB, they'd be like, "Oh, do you want to just send all of that audio out to the USB?"
Come on, man.
Bro,
that was it.
I pressed that button.
I
saw the meters jumping. I was like, "Oh my god!"
That was like winning the lottery right there. Like, yes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, that was a genius moment.
It worked. It definitely worked in your favor,
bro.
Everything lined up perfectly.
That would have destroyed my reputation, bro. That was one of the biggest weddings that I've done at that time too.
Really?
Yes.
And you didn't have your damn wire.
I didn't have my RCA into like the 1/8 inch.
And you made it happen just from a USB in a volume output configuration.
Yep. So that's why I always tell DJs, I'm like, aside from what you normally use to set things up, try to figure out alternatives.
That makes sense.
Start just practicing when you don't have a gig. All right, if I'm missing this wire and that wire,
what could I do?
What can I do? How can I still make this work?
And then to feed off of that, when you do find that alternative method, just keep all of that on you all the time.
Yeah.
Just whatever you find that works, even if you don't use it a lot, just buy 2 of those wires. Get 2 of these wires. Get 2 of those wires. And just keep it in your bag and don't touch them so you always have a backup in your bag.
Or like the essentials have like one in your car,
In
one
the
in your
trunk,
book bag,
in your trunk that you don't touch.
and then one in your wire bag. Like
That's it. Like you gotta have more than one.
no matter what.
That's it.
No matter what. Because I always tell people in this business, this is the business of things always going wrong.
Absolutely.
Something is going to go wrong.
I had a short in one of my wires one time.
God.
Speaker wire had a short. Had to run and get another one. It all week before that, no problems.
That's normally how it goes.
Soon as you plug it in right before a party, popping in and out.
Right before the biggest party of your life.
Popping in and out, not working. Got to go run and get a wire.
That is annoying.
You know what I'm saying? Things happen all the time. Like you said, it's unexpected. You never know when it's going to happen, but you just got to roll with the punches. And sometimes those could be your most memorable moments, those parties, because you especially if you make it happen and it's a good outcome. You're like, I almost didn't make this one. And look what happened.
Bro, I'm telling you, even some of the most seasoned DJs would have failed that test. For that wedding, I think most people would not have like thought about it. Well, and that's remember when you asked me like before we started doing this podcast, E-Class was asking me like, how did I get into all of this digital stuff?
Oh, right. Yeah. That's a good, I wanted to know that. Like, what drove you to make that turn into, becoming influenced by all this DJ cameras and being visual on the digital side?
Well, I can tell you each individual story.
Okay.
The DJ stuff, I started DJing at the same time I was playing the violin.
Okay.
Excuse me. So I was living in the Bronx, and my older brother was messing with like Tractor,
Okay.
software. That was back before computers were like good. Them joints had like 1.5 RAM,
Of course.
freezing every 30
Of
seconds.
course.
You go on one wrong site, it's a wrap for your
It's
laptop.
over.
It's over.
Viruses, all kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I was just watching him, and after a while of me just watching, you start to pick up on like what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I just started messing with it myself.
You just
That's
started
it.
playing, started dabbling. That was
Started
it.
messing with it. So my pops just kept investing in like DJ equipment. So it went from like, Tractor, then eventually he got turntables. He was always at VP Records in Queens buying like those rhythm drivens and all that stuff. That's why I'm into the music that I'm into.
Wow. The support from your pops really kept it going, kept the train rolling.
Absolutely. But I still had to make the decision to do all of this. But the mics and the cameras and everything, specifically with the camera, with the videography stuff, when I was posting videos every day, like my covers, my violin covers, I wanted to like up the quality. So I started going to a studio, and then I also started hiring a videographer. This videographer lived in Bergen County, and she had like this Polish boyfriend. Polish boyfriend was cool. Had no problem with him. Being honest, I'm not trying to be funny. I think this girl I think she had some sort of like mental disorder.
Really?
And I didn't notice it until like this point. She would be the sweetest girl, then literally, I'm not even exaggerating. Out of nowhere, she would just snap. One day, she's just completely off her rocker. So the story goes like this. Let's say if the shoot was between like 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Okay.
She had something else to do after 12. So I couldn't start at 9. I had to start at like 10:30.
Right.
And I let her know that. I'm like, hey, things are running a little behind. I can only start at like 10:30. I'll still have you done by 12. She said, okay. We did the shoot. Everything went fine. I respect people's time, bro. Like I don't play that. I gave her the same money.
No problem.
Nothing. Because I don't want no problems with nobody. And I think it's still fair. Like it's not her fault that I'm late.
Right.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I felt the energy in the car. Something was just off. We was driving. She said something to the degree, like, and let this be the last time you're fucking late. Bro, I've never short-stopped the car so quick. Oh, my God. Crash out stories.
Nah, man.
Bro.
Nah, you can't talk like that. You can't do that.
I stopped the car, short-stopped the car in the middle of the street. I said, yo, let me tell you something. I'm not your friend.
No,
I'm not your child, and I'm not your pet. Watch your mouth because you and your boyfriend could both get it.
Oh, man.
You understand me?
You threw the boyfriend under the bus too?
Because, yes, man, yes. No, because like here's the thing. I think a lot of chicks in those kind of situations, they're comfortable behind that idea that like if I say something, my boyfriend would step up for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of things
So
happen.
it's just like, it's one of them situations, like, just because your girl's out of line, I'm going to kick your ass for not putting her in line.
You gotta shut it down.
You cannot have her do that, bro. That's mad dangerous.
A lot of people get hurt. A lot of people have gotten hurt for stuff like that.
Yo, a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, that's something that I had to learn while I was growing up in the Bronx and stuff like that. I'm just like, yo, women like this are dangerous. Anyway, I dropped her and her goofy ass boyfriend off. And I'm just like, yo, that's the last they ever gonna hear from me. I'm not tolerating that, bro. So I just put my low tokens together, my low ducats. You know what I'm saying? I started buying my own camera equipment. And then I ran into a very crazy problem. I can't film myself. Now we're back at square one.
Now you got all the stuff, the camera equipment, but reset.
But it was cool though. Like, from learning how to shoot, I was able to communicate with other videographers what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, I want the shot to look big. It's like, no, I want the wide shot. All right, cool. Maybe we could do the medium shot here. Oh, can you use this distortion
You
lens?
was able to use the proper terminology.
Yes, and then now I had the experience. I'm not a pro at it,
Right.
but I know enough to be able to communicate what I'm actually trying to look for.
Right.
So now when I work with videographers, it's a lot less time.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I can like get the shoot done a lot faster, so it's cheaper. I don't even need them to edit my videos no more.
Because you know your vision and you know what your direction is, so you know how to get your word.
Yes, and a lot of it does tie back into DJing too, like the mindset behind it. A lot of people don't have the ability to think outside of what everybody else is telling them.
Mm-hmm.
So there was the same thing with the whole USB story. I was able to figure out other things that a lot of people miss.
Just by putting in that time though, and going through that experiences with with those people, it kind of forced you to learn different things on your own. Kind of forced you to take it more serious and like figure things out without having to have people around you. So you was able to come to the meetings and with more knowledge, like how to get your point across on your own.
Yeah. And it ultimately has helped me, like, even to do like this podcast and stuff like that. This is putting together DJing, recording myself at home, and playing violin. And doing like doing studio recordings and asking questions and everything. This is 4 things in one.
All in one shot, man.
All in one, man.
Yo, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You the man, bro.
Sometimes.
Now the violin. Why the violin? What made you lean towards the violin?
I was forced to play it in 6th grade.
Why forced though?
My mom used to work at the same school that she worked at.
Okay.
Did I say that right? My mom worked at the same school that I went to.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm on drugs sometimes. Anyway. So there was a lot of teachers. These were like the really good teachers at the time at PS65.
Mm-hmm.
So all the teachers kind of rallied together to start a new charter school.
Okay.
It's called Kappa 4. So it was a preparatory school, it's like, taking inner city kids and, giving them some structure. This is probably where I get all my bouginess from. No, I was born like this, I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, at that school, they forced all the kids to play orchestral instruments. And they just counted everybody off. 1 violin, 2 viola, 3 cello, 4 bass. It was a school of 88 kids. And I landed on 1.
Yeah, you landed on violin.
Yeah, so I've been like performing, dancing, doing talent shows my entire life at that point. And the violin is very difficult. It's very, very difficult to like get a clean, decent sound.
I believe you, man.
Yeah, it takes about, for me, in my like humble opinion, about 3 to 5 years to just get a decent sound.
Right.
Because it's so unnatural to play it.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time when I was in middle school, I did just enough to not sound awful. So
just enough to sound decent.
Yes.
Sound
So everybody said the same thing. Like, yo, that orchestra sucked, but I was able to hear you, man. You was doing your thing.
I liked your part. Your part was good. But everybody else,
So then when I moved out to Jersey for 7th grade, I was never like the strongest academic student.
Okay.
So I'm just like, let me just stick to something that I know I can just get an easy grade at. You know what I'm saying? So, I stuck to that. Did a talent show or 2. I wasn't the most popular kid at the time. Scrawny kid. You know what I'm saying? Music nerd, whatever. Not a big deal. And then I started getting like, attention and a little bit of money.
Wow.
So,
once you get it.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's always the greatest motivation.
Once you add those ingredients into the situation, it's like, I'm going to stick with this. People paying me to play this. And wow. All right.
Yeah, so that was the motivation like in the beginning. But now it's just like, I'm just good at it. I'm not really designed for a 9 to 5. You've seen both sides of my attitude, the stern side and the real side.
A lot of people not built for that 9 to 5 stuff.
Yeah,
So,
but they have to do it. I don't have to do it.
you figured out a way to position yourself that you don't have to have a 9 to 5.
No, and it's not. It's not perfect. It's not a perfect life.
Right.
But it's still a life that I'm satisfied. Win, lose, or draw, I'm doing what I want to do.
With you and how you want to do it.
Yeah.
The way you want to do it.
Don't get it twisted now neither. I got listen, high level degrees too.
Hey,
And certificates as well too.
Your name was on the wall. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Nice little gold star. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I got you. But you formulated a way and set yourself up in a way that you're able to do it without a 9 to 5. Using your violin and your passion for music.
Yeah.
There you have it.
It's really just being calculated for me. That's I've made a way just by doing that. I watch the field, I see the entire game. I'm just like, dag, all the defense is stacking up on my players on the right. I'm gonna just go to the left.
Exactly.
That's it. That's literally my entire career.
Being able to pivot and adapt to the circumstances presented to you. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And working on your craft.
That's it, man.
Come on, man.
Anyway, we've been at this for an hour. I think it's time to get started to get on them turntables.
Hey, man.
We gotta do a little something.
We must.
Yes, sir.
We have to.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right, man. So like I said, this is Digital Detox. I'm Matt Violinist alongside
DJ E-Class.
not a C class. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. You heard what he said.
DJ E.
E-Class.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Till next time.